At this point, I am tempted to take my papers and just walk away because I feel as though I just gave a speech.
I want to welcome, first of all, the minister and her team from Grenada, who only last week the minister left here on after CTO week, and she flew right back here to be with us for the JetBlue inaugural, together with her team. I want to welcome her back to New York, and all of the members of the Grenada Tourism Authority and the members of the different organizations that represent tourism in general and the inaugural flight. I want to welcome all of them back to New York and wish them a good stay for the next couple of days. But brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day for us, all of us in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. A day when for the first time we could say JetBlue now add Grenada as part of the Caribbean trip, and we are pleased to have JetBlue going into Grenada. To you who came here today, you came for one thing, and that is to celebrate with us. To those from JetBlue, we want to say to you, welcome not just to this reception, but welcome to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We welcome you with open arms, and the people of Grenada is known for the hospitality, the warmthness, and the spiciness. And I hope that when you land in Grenada or your team reaching Grenada, you spend some time to enjoy Grenada. Not just fly in, but please, we welcome you to be in Grenada and enjoy the Spice Island. And we hope that when your experience will be one you will talk about, that is the best island to go to. So, brothers and sisters, I welcome all of you here today, and I hope that all of you will find the time to come to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique and see a wonderful island it is. Only last night we had a beautiful reception with Sir Royston Hopkins and his team, and I want to say to Sir Royston, we welcome you here also, sir, and thank you for what you have been doing for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique in the tourism sector. Welcome today, sir, and to all of you. Enjoy the evening, and may God bless you all, and make sure that you visit Grenada soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador James. I'm certain that all of you will find that during this presentation tonight, that you will find that all that is presented is accurate and true. And maybe I should start by telling you a little something that I once heard. There was a man, and he was out in the wild, and he was hunting. And while hunting, he came across a bear. And this man, he was an atheist. And the bear, when he came across that bear, lurched at him and was ready to pounce on him. And he said, "Oh my God!" And at that moment, everything froze. And there was a bright light. And he heard a voice. And that voice said, "For years, you never believed in me. For years, you told others that I did not exist. And now that you are about to die, you are reaching out to me. Am I now to save you?" And the man said, No. For years I did not believe in you, and I will not believe in you now. What I want you to do is I want you to give good Christian values to that bear. And the light went away. And the bear, instead of lurching on that man, bowed and put his claws together. And he said, "Thank you, Lord, for this meal that I am about to enjoy." Tonight, I am sure that you will have good enjoyment here with us. And we are very happy to have all of you with us this evening. At the Grenada Tourism Authority, we are charged with the responsibility for the marketing and promotion of Grenada. And we are extremely happy to be able to partner with JetBlue. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Deputy Chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Ms. Shadell Naya Compton, to give a few remarks.
Honorable Minister Yolande Bain Hosford, Ambassador Dennis Antwine, Ambassador Derek James, Sir Royston Hopkin and Lady Hopkin, representatives from JetBlue, Mr. Rudy Grant, our CEO and Master of Ceremonies this evening, and I'm sure that you would permit me to shorten the list. Since we are all distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will say distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for being here. I am really delighted to be here at this historic event as we come here together to celebrate the inaugural flight of JetBlue from New York City, JFK to Grenada on Thursday. I am here on behalf of the chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Richard Strawn, who could not be here with us today. And I speak on his behalf and on behalf of the Grenada Tourism Authority, of our board, and I dare say for Grenada on a whole, to let you know that Grenada is very excited about JetBlue coming home to Grenada. And we are also very pleased and honored that you have decided to partner with us to bring additional airlift to our shows. Grenada is waiting to welcome you. We thank you. And I think all of Grenada is standing still waiting to see that flight descend on Thursday. I arrived here last evening on the JetBlue flight from Barbados along with the minister, and I was offered a ride to my hotel by Ambassador Antwine and the dear minister herself that I graciously accepted. And in the car, we talked about the fast-paced busyness of the city. And we contrasted it with life in Grenada. I thought about what would be a fast-paced activity in Grenada and if there is even such a thing. And I thought, when I think of fast-paced in Grenada, I think about gushing down on a meandering river in a river tube. That's probably as fast-paced as you get. And yes, it's right behind me here. And today, as I walked through the city and admired the architecture and all the tall, towering buildings, I thought of home and the fact that trees tower over buildings. And I thought of the fresh, clean air that's you smell the perfume of spices in the air, and all the historic relics you find around every corner and turn in Grenada. It indeed is a very spectacular and special place. When I think of Grenada, I think of my people. I dare say that we have the friendliest, warmest people that you can find anywhere in the planet. And you just have to come there to experience it yourself. Grenadians will welcome you like you belong in Grenada. Also, our weather in Grenada is just ideal. It is summer all year round. Indeed, we do have two seasons, the dry season and the rainy season, but the rainy season is just as beautiful. It's just punctuated with a little warm shower every now and then that we all look forward to water the thirsty earth. If you're very lucky, you're going to find on a day or two, the sun and rain actually coincide. And there are days when the skies are bright and clear and beautiful and the sun is shining vibrantly and it rains. And it's something very spectacular to see. Added to that, we have the most beautiful rainbows that you will find anywhere in the world, double rainbows, bright colors. Grenada is a very, very special place. And with summer all year round, you can plan your vacation any day. A vacation in Grenada is an adventure. You may just plan to take a hike through the dense rainforest to stumble on, a surprise waterfall, or to play hide and seek with our Mona monkeys in the bush. A getaway in Grenada is a romantic time for those who want to fall in love all over again, while dining under a ceiling of stars or playing footsie on the side of a volcanic lake. An escape in Grenada is a getaway for workaholics who just want to sip a cocktail as they sail into the sunset on a sailboat, or just to relax on one of our white sand, soft sand beaches while the waves gently caress your body. A vacation in Grenada is a culinary delight. Trust me, you find the most interesting and delicious food in Grenada. All kinds of creative culinary concoctions with the freshest of food, fresh herbs and spices, fresh fruits and vegetables grown from farm to table, food that you can pick off the trees yourself. We have community cooking and beachside cooking, and of course all the gourmet foods in your restaurants and hotels. And to top it off, we have the best dark organic chocolate in the world, made tree to bar. And I'm sure that most of you have already tried it, and if you have not, when you come there, you can try it yourself and even see how it is made. Grenada is a very special place. The good news is that Grenada is right at your fingertips. In 5 hours, you can be there on a direct flight, now with JetBlue from JFK, twice a week. Once you get there, a 20-minute drive takes you from our shores to the canopy of the rainforest. And a 1-minute walk to any place on the island would just make you fall in love with Grenada. Our accommodation offerings are quite diverse. You will find that they suit any taste and any pocket, from staycations to homestays. We have apartments and hotels and boutique hotels and villas, and of course our very own Spice Island Beach Resort and Sandals La Source Grenada. Thank you. The creme de la creme 6-star diamond resort that you can enjoy. Or if you like me, I just take my kids and we hang a hammock or pitch a tent and enjoy Grenada, in the raw. There are tons and tons of activities. There are numerous, too many for me to mention. But if you visit our website at puregrenada.com, you can see a host of places to stay and things to do on the island. Now that I'm telling you about Grenada, of course, I'm getting all excited, but I'm getting homesick as well, even though I've only been away from home for a day. So I am really looking forward to that flight on Thursday, and I hope that most of you will join me on that flight as we leave from JFK to Grenada. And if you can't make it on Thursday, I certainly hope that you will visit Grenada another time. Our invitation is open to you to come and enjoy and to spread the news to everyone around. So I wish again to say congratulations to JetBlue and thank you very, very much. This is a historic moment for Grenada, and we're looking forward to that partnership that has begun, and we expect it only to grow and to work well for both of us. Thank you to JetBlue, and thank you very much to all the trade partners who are here today who continue to market and sell Grenada to the world. Thank you very much, and do enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Deputy Director. Deputy Chairman, sorry. I'm sure that now you have heard those remarks and you would have heard how beautiful and how wonderful Grenada is, that all of you will want to come to Grenada and to experience what Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to acknowledge the presence of our cultural ambassador, Mr. Wilt Tallfree Cambridge. It is said, in an island, if you do not have airlift, you are a prisoner in your own country. In an island, if you don't have airlift, there is no way you can encourage others to come and to visit and to share what you have to offer. This partnership between Grenada and JetBlue is one which is extremely important to us. It allows us to partner with an airline that is of international standing and of world class. Grenada and JetBlue, together, I am sure, will do wonderful and great things. We will not just reach for the stars, we will surpass the stars, and we will, for everyone who comes to Grenada, we will exceed your expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Dave Clark, VP Network Planning at JetBlue, to share a few remarks with us.
Thank you, Mr. Grant, for that warm welcome, and thank you, Ms. Nyack Compton, as well. Thank you to our distinguished guests, to the Minister Bain Horsford, Ambassadors James and Antoine, Sir Hopkins, Sir Royston Hopkins, and Lady Hopkins, and to all other distinguished guests. Congratulations and thank you to the Pure Grenada team, the entire team, for this outstanding event this evening. It is wonderful to see such a fantastic turnout and so much enthusiasm for both JetBlue and Grenada. I agree, it will be a beautiful and very fruitful partnership for both. We are absolutely thrilled to be here to celebrate JetBlue's new service, new nonstop service between Grenada and JFK's, New York City's JFK Airport. We're looking forward to bringing travelers nonstop service to one of the most naturally beautiful and adventurous destinations in the Caribbean. As you can see here, and as we've heard spoken about, from the white sand beaches to the world-class diving, to the cultural and historic sites, Grenada really is becoming and will be a favorite for leisure travelers. JetBlue is already the largest airline in the Caribbean, but make no doubt, this is a very important evening and a very important launch for us as well. It is not every day we get to add a destination as spectacular as Grenada to our route network. So thank you very much for welcoming us. I am thrilled to be returning to Grenada on Thursday. My wife and I spent 4 wonderful days and nights there last summer, fell in love with it. It had a big part of leading to all of the events this week, and I can't wait to go back to see it again, so thank you. JetBlue's new nonstop service to Grenada will not only bring more travelers down to Grenada, but will actually provide access to the rest of the world for those living in Grenada as well. Upon arriving in New York City, there will be opportunities to connect to the rest of JetBlue's network throughout New York City. And furthermore, with our partner airlines such as Emirates, there'll be opportunities for global connections to places like Europe and the Middle East. So as you think of this route, of course, we first think of all the wonderful opportunities we'll have to travel to Grenada for those of us living in the northeast of the United States. But for those living in Grenada, please do think of this as a new gateway that allows you to access the rest of the world via JetBlue and its partner airlines. One challenge we sometimes have when entering a new destination is really building awareness of how JetBlue is different than all the other carriers. We strive to build a unique model, and we've achieved this model that's built on both low fares and award-winning service. I'll speak briefly about both. On the low fare side, 2 years ago, MIT did a study and coined the term the JetBlue effect. It is in fact now that JetBlue has the best track record of lowering fares and stimulating new traffic and new travel to destinations. This is very good news. We will be bringing a lot more travelers to Grenada, and we're thrilled about that and look forward to bringing the JetBlue effect to Grenada starting on Thursday. Secondly, award-winning service. JetBlue recently received its 11th consecutive J.D. Power Award for the best customer service and highest customer satisfaction in the airline industry. Thank you. We're so thrilled to have won this, the most coveted award in the service industry, 11 years in a row. But what made this year's award especially nice and so special to us was that we actually recorded the highest score ever recorded by an airline in North America for this. We strive every year to make our service better and better, and we feel this highest score and 11th consecutive victory to be a real testament to that effort we have every day. On Thursday, Grenada will become JetBlue's 90th destination. And again, we're thrilled about number 90 and can't wait to bring all of our loyal customers down to Grenada to see it firsthand if they haven't yet. It takes a lot of partners to make this possible. So I'd like to thank many of the people who over the past years, months and weeks that have been a big part of this. Firstly, the officials who have had a big support, Prime Minister Keith Mitchell, Minister of Tourism and Civil Aviation, Yolanda Baines-Forsford, as well as I'd like to acknowledge the former Minister of Tourism and Civil Aviation, Alexandra Otway-Noel, who was very instrumental in our early beginnings of this investigation. Thank you, Mr. Rudy Grant, for all your support and for your team's tremendous support. Your team's been a joy to work with, and we really appreciate tonight's festivities and being part of this great celebration. At the airport and with the Aviation Authority, Mr. Christopher Husbands, as well as Miss Wendy Williams, who we worked with on the ground during our visits in the past. Thank you for all your support in welcoming JetBlue to the airport. I'd like to thank the team at Sandals Resorts, and specifically Alex Marte, for their strong partnership and support. We'd like to thank Sir Royston Hopkins and the Spice Island Beach Resort for your strong support. And all of the other partners and properties throughout Grenada, we've been extremely pleased and encouraged with all the support and outreach that has come to us, and are very thankful for it. Finally, to the members of the media and the community of Grenada who are here in attendance, and everyone here in attendance, thank you so much for your enthusiasm. It has been a real delight and a real joy for JetBlue, and we thank you so much for welcoming us with open arms into your destination. So thank you, everyone. We look forward to beginning Thursday. This is just a start. JetBlue is starting with 2 trips per week, but that is nowhere near our ambitions. We look forward to bringing many more tourists, bringing many more travelers to and from, and growing this destination, and really bringing more flights and more visitors to Grenada. We are very excited to work with you on that over the coming months and years. So thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. I look forward to seeing many of you on Thursday, or if not, soon afterwards on a JetBlue flight to Grenada. Thank you.
I very often share with persons the fact that I am Barbadian. Yeah, I heard somebody saying, wow, I know you would never have guessed it by my accent. But in January of last year, I moved to Grenada to take up the position of CEO at the Grenada Tourism Authority. And I live in Grenada by myself. My family is in Barbados. But no, man, I go back to Barbados at least once a month. And as you know, in any family, there's always some tension. There's always some issue. And at times I go to Barbados, and there are others in the family and the household. They may start to quarrel about something or have some tension between them. And they at times look to me. And whenever they look to me, I say the same thing. Pure Grenada, it is home. I tell them, I am only visiting. I live in Grenada. Friends, the tourism sector in Grenada has been performing well. Last year, we recorded approximately 8.86% increase in our overall visitor arrivals. Part of that would have been attributed to the fact that we had a new Sandals La Source. And I want to acknowledge Sandals. 18, yes. No, 18. 18, no, 18. No, I said 18. So Royston is saying that I may have slipped and said 8.8%. No, not at all. It was 18.86% to be accurate and precise. So thank you, Sir Royston. Our sector, as I said, has been performing extremely well. A number of our accommodation properties have been working along with us, our airline partners. But I have to tell you that part of our success as well comes from the policy guidance that we are given. In December, we were given a new Minister of Tourism. And our minister has a strong passion and commitment to tourism. Our minister believes that we should set the bar extremely high. Our minister believes in excellence, believes in high quality, and the minister has a very strong passion for continuous product improvement and development. This year, we continue to see growth in our tourism sector. And I say to you, friends, that a lot of that comes about because the tourism team, the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation, the Grenada Tourism Authority, members of the private sector, the Grenada team is innovative. The Grenada team is inspired by the leadership which comes from our Minister of Tourism and Civil Aviation, the Honorable Yolan Bain Hosford. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium our Minister of Tourism and Civil Aviation, the Honorable Yolan Bain Hosford.
Thank you very much. We have a dynamic CEO, you know. And he's very political too, you know. You heard the voice this evening. I can't speak like him, you know. I'm in politics, but I can't speak like him. You heard how he lifted his voice and he went down with it and he stressed on the points that were important. He has a political background. And he's also half Grenadian and half Bajan. I know you all start picking up the mix in the accent, eh? Yeah. All right. Well, when I listened to him tonight, and I listened to our dynamic deputy chair, I mean, that is all you need to hear. Just come to Grenada. Love is all you need. Not sandals? Love is all you need. Just come. Oh, ambassadors, Derek James and Dennis Antwine, Sir Royston and Lady Royston, distinguished JetBlue representatives here this evening. How could I forget our ambassador? Talpri. Indeed. And he looks so interesting. You know, he's always exciting and looking out of this world. Indeed, an ambassador, you know. He showcases that part, that cultural part of Grenada. We're happy to have you here this evening. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure to have all of you here. This is a nice and dynamic group. I've been moving around whole evening, and I've been picking up the dynamics. And we just want all of you to come to Grenada. We want all of you to share what Grenada is all about. And you would hear all of that here this evening from all of us who really appreciate and would like you to visit Grenada, those of you who have not visited Grenada yet. And those of you who are in Grenada, we have topped it up a bit there. JetBlue is coming down. And a few days ago, we had a flight from Delta, from Atlanta. So I just went down to Grenada. I made a little turn, and I just came back up. And, so I'm in the swing of things. But I have to extend some more information to you, so I would now take the pleasure of doing so. We are very, very excited about this new twice-weekly JetBlue service to Grenada. Indeed we are. And I was speaking to the JetBlue officials earlier, and I was telling them how everybody is talking. The school children and all talking about JetBlue coming to Grenada. So when you know your business is in school children hands, you know what that means. It's all over the nation. That's one of the strategies we use politically, So when I pass by the schools, the kids say, "We voting for you." And the teachers, quiet as a lamb, because they're not voting for me. Right, this excitement evolves around the fact that this service, with a capacity of 150 seats, utilizing an Airbus A320 aircraft, will add an additional 300 seats to Grenada every week. Further, this excitement is heightened by the JetBlue service quality standards, in-flight television, the loyalty program, and comfortable legroom, which are all elements that reflect that value for money concept embraced by Grenada. As a tourism destination, we ensure that we provide good value for money to the visitors who come to Grenada. This Grenada JetBlue partnership brings together two parties with a shared vision as it relates to service excellence and allows Grenada to provide additional carrying capacity in its major source markets. The United States continue to be our #1 market, accounting for approximately 35% of total arrivals into Grenada for the first 4 months of 2015. We continue to observe growth in our overall visitor arrivals, with the first 4 months providing a growth of 6.5%, for long-stay arrivals, with the USA registering growth of 3.4%. There can be no doubt that for a destination such as Grenada, which has a diversity of product offerings, rich cultural heritage, and history, a world-class diving experience where we boast of the world's first underwater sculpture park, adventurous attractions such as river tubing and kayaking. Partnering with JetBlue will ensure greater traffic to Grenada, Carriacou, and Pitimate. You will get the opportunity very shortly to be exposed to what the tri-island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Pitimate has to offer. You'll get to explore Grenada's beauty, and you heard a lot about Grenada's beauty, a great expression of Grenada's beauty. The variety of attractions which we offer, our world-class accommodation, and the many festivals, events, regattas, and activities such as Spice Mass Carnival, Carriacou Carnival, Chocolate Festival, and the Dingby Music Concerts, to name a few. I am happy to inform you that what Grenada is. Ours is a destination where we can enjoy pure adventure, whether hiking with Hash Harriers or participating in the nature trails for hiking. Experiencing our pure romance allows couples and honeymooners to enjoy the sunsets and captivating moonlight nights, while providing the opportunity to get married in 24 hours. So you can I told you. I told you, love is all you need. Just come. If you're a diver, engaging in pure diving gives you an opportunity to dive over 50 dive sites, in addition to one of the only 2 champagne bubble sites in the Caribbean. We are blessed, I'm telling you. Grenada is a tourism destination where you will become captivated by the warmth and friendliness of our people and the natural physical beauty of our terrain. With all of this, I wish in closing to thank JetBlue Airlines for partnering with us as we work together to ensure that a visit to Grenada is an exciting and exhilarating event which starts from the moment the visitors board JetBlue here in New York to that moment that they return. That's indeed wonderful. In addition, I also wish to thank our travel trade partners who are present for your confidence in us as a destination and for your commitment to work with us in ensuring that more persons from the northeastern region of the USA travels to Grenada. I thank all of you here this evening for your commitment to Grenada, and I give you the assurance that the government and people of Grenada are sincerely grateful to you all. So, continue to enjoy the evening. I would continue. Ooh, the mic is telling me to. That's it. You know, they have a way of doing things, you know. Right, so, and I look forward to, chatting and continuing the chat that we started here this evening, and to hear more about your operations, and to delight you more on Grenada. So again, it was a wonderful privilege having all of you here, and I wish you all the best, and choose Grenada, and choose it real soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Please join me in giving Minister Bain Hosford another round of applause. We will very shortly provide you with a presentation, a destination presentation of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And I want you to believe and accept all that you will see. Grenada is truly a magnificent and beautiful place. And while I tell you that I want you to believe and accept all that you see, I'm reminded of a thief. This guy broke into someone's house and took up some jewelry, found some money, and as he was making his way out, he heard a voice. Jesus is watching you. And he looked around and he saw a parrot. And he asked the parrot, "Is that you who said those words to me?" And the parrot said, "Yes. Jesus is watching you." And the thief asked the parrot, "What foolishness is this? Do you have a name?" And the parrot said, "Yes. My name is Moses." And the thief laughed. He laughed and he laughed. And he asked, "What kind of idiot would call a parrot Moses?" And the parrot said, "The same idiot that called that vicious Rottweiler Jesus." So, this presentation that will be made is one that will be truthful and honest. Listen to the words of the presenters. Ladies and gentlemen, I now welcome Mrs. Christine Noel Horsford, our Director of Sales in the USA, and Miss Nisha McIntyre, our Marketing Executive responsible for the Americas, to make this presentation.
Good evening, everyone. I'm wondering if I have jokes. I mean, our CEO is just amazing. I don't know where he pulled this off all the time, but he's a true comedian. One thing I also want to let you know, he's a man of great excellence. I mean, he really pushes us really hard, and I really want to really commend him publicly. We've learned a whole lot from you, sir, and we want to thank you so much for your guidance. Thank you. We at the Grenada Tourism Authority, we are very, very excited. I mean, you have no idea, JetBlue, what you've done to us. I mean, working in the US market, we always had a challenge. Grenada, as you say, is beautiful, but when you go into the travel agent and you present to them the product, when you look at the flight situation, we always was at a disadvantage to other destinations. So we really, 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 really very, very grateful. You have no idea what that means to us. Now we can safely go into the travel trade, and they're all excited. I mean, I've done some sales calls, and they're just talking up a storm about Grenada. And I also want to commend Sandals, the Sauce Resort here, so Royston, Spice and Island Beach Resort, and Mount Cinnamon. There are three partners that are here with us this evening. So we're going to present to you the destination of Grenada, and I trust that, I'm sure a lot of you, we're friends, I think, because I think we basically know most of you. And those who haven't been down to Grenada yet, we definitely want to encourage you to visit the island. So the first slide, it says we have 3 islands. Actually, we have 3 islands in mainland Grenada, and then the 2 smaller islands are Carriacou and Petit Martinique. If we just look in terms of some of our USPs, what the islands have to offer, we have over 45 fabulous white sandy beaches, and we have about 9 black sand beaches too, because of our volcanic nature. We were talking a lot about the first underwater sculpture park. It's an amazing site. As you can see there, a lot of people come down and they snorkel and dive it. It's the first in the world, and I mean, we've been getting a lot of publicity from that particular site. One thing I also want to let you know, Grenada is relatively very, very, very safe. And I'm sure whenever you're deciding to go on your vacation, that's paramount, that's number one. So it's a very, very safe island. As you go around the island, people will greet you, and you will, if you're driving around the island, you stop and they tell you, give you directions. Sometimes some of them invite you to their homes to have a drink, So it's very, 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 very safe, actually. Some quick facts here. In terms of the size, we're only 133 square miles, 21 miles long, and 12 miles wide. So it's a tiny little island, as you could imagine. The official language, obviously, is English. And the currency, I always like to say that we have the Eastern Caribbean dollar, so it's tied to the US dollar. So for $1 US, you get 2.67. In terms of we did talk about the Mona monkeys, and it's really a sight to go into the rainforest and play with the Mona monkeys. And it always says, though, if you want to see them, you have to walk with a bunch of bananas. That's the popular main course for them, actually. The St. George's University, again, that has contributed tremendously to Grenada's economy. We have over 8,000 students there. And trust me, it's a good bit of business. For you retail agents that here, trust me, you could get the students. I see Liz saying hands up, you get a good bit of business. So I encourage you to engage the students and their families and friends. A lot of times when I do trade show, a lot of them have had their friends there, gone to school there. So it's a really, really great piece of business for the destination. Carriacou, that's a little island, sister islands, not of the island. You can get there by a catamaran or the small plane. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. It depends on the pilot. I think, or the ferry service, it's an hour and a half. Mr. Grant is smiling because, we go up to Carriacou on the ferry and he knows why we're laughing. I think I prefer the plane though. Also, in terms of Carriacou, there's big drum dancing, and it's the only part of the Western Hemisphere that you find the big nation dancing there. There's a strong Scottish heritage also in Carriacou and Petit Martinique and African culture. They're very, very, very different in terms of the mainland culture. Very, very strong cultural heritage there. And the beaches in Carriacou, they're fabulous, actually. Petit Martinique, in terms of size, is just approximately 456 acres. So you see how small that is? There was a time there was only one church and one van in Petit Martinique. But it's one of the highest per capita income in the Eastern Caribbean. A lot of the people there, they're fishermen, but they know how to save their dollar, But it's really a beautiful little island. Pure Grenada, we did talk a lot about the destination rebranded, and Pure Grenada, it focuses a lot on geotourism, people that cares about the environment, and I always like to say that is for that experienced traveler that have done most of the larger islands and looking for something off the beaten track. So it's a beautiful destination. We're not into mass tourism at all, but it's really pure, and as you see it, if you go around the island, you could see in terms of lots of rivers, rainforests, beautiful landscape. The focus with Pure Grenada, we focus on 5 key niches: sailing, yachting, cruising, romance, soft adventure, and of course, diving. Romance, the minister was referencing a lot about there's love, or love is all you need, And we have a saying in Grenada Tourism Authority, love blossoms here, and that is really true. I mean, we've also seen a spike in terms of honeymooners, as Sir Royston could attest to that, honeymooners coming into Grenada, and I'm sure with the new service, that segment is going to grow tremendously, actually. But it's really seamless, and a lot of the hotels, they have special wedding coordinators that will plan everything out for you, and of course, you could get married within 24 hours. But it's beautiful, the sunset and all the, sail, and you could get married in the beautiful tropical gardens, under the water, underwater, or, on the yacht, it's just amazing. It's really romantic. Soft adventure. Grenada is very much into soft adventure, and the terrain and vegetation is amazing. You could do, there's great hiking opportunity. You could do a 15-minute hike. I will do that. Or as much as a 6-hour hike. But it's very, very mountainous and a lot of hiking. A lot of people come down. A very active kind of vacational spot. The river tubing, as we reference here, that's a fun thing for the entire family to do as well. Sailing. Of course, Grenada, they have a number of sheltered anchorages, and the year-round weather is perfect for sailors and yachties. Really look forward and come down to the island and have a great time. We have over 9 marinas, and of course, some of the marinas could accommodate as much as 90 meters yacht. So a lot of the yachties, the wealthy yachtsmen, come down to the island. We have a number of over 9 regattas, and it's just a popular time to come down for the entire family as well. Diving, I always like to reference that in terms of groups. you know, for a travel agent, that's a great piece of business that you can develop. I mean, we're particularly known for our wreck diving. Actually, we have the largest shipwreck in the Caribbean, which is the Bianca Sea. It's a 600-foot Italian ocean liner that caught a fire and sunk in 1961. But we also have other smaller wrecks for the novice divers as well. So we have over 20 wrecks and 50 dive sites. So think about Grenada when you have that dive group, you travel agents, and I'm sure the media, you have wrote a lot about the diving in Grenada as well. Pure nature. Grenada is just naturally beautiful. There's amazing flora and fauna as you go around the island. We have a natural sulfur and boiling springs. We also have, you know, rainforest and a crater lake as well. And I always want to reference here, Grenada has won Chelsea Flower Show. Those of you who follow the Chelsea Flower Show in the UK, 10 consecutive years we won gold. And this year we won gold again. So now it's 11. So I think we definitely, it's amazing. Some things that you can do, the dinghy music concert, where we refer, that's a fun thing to do. The yachties pitch their yacht and they have a badge out and you go out and you just have real clean fun with drinks and really have a good time on the ocean. Petting Zoo, there's a petting zoo in St. David's on the eastern side of the island. That's great for your families and friends. And that's the Mona monkey that we were referring to there. It's very pretty monkey, actually. Other things you can do, dance the cocoa bean. That's at Belmont Estate and the Grenada Chocolate Factory. We keep talking about the chocolate, and I promise you, we have some chocolate for you as you go out. We did bring some, so we hope that everybody will be able to get a bar of chocolate as they leave. And we also have the oldest rum distillery in the Western Hemisphere. It's still operated by propelled water wheel. So it's just a lot of history. It's a very historic destination. And I just want to end finally in terms of reference some of our accolades. Grenada this year was trending as the #1 beach destination on kayak. That's the, as you know, the online site. USA Today Travel Media Group, also Grenada was selected as one of the winners in the Best Caribbean Island category in the 10 Best Reader's Choice Travel Award. And National Geographic magazine also listed Grenada in the Best of the World category, 10 Best Places in the World in 2013. National Geographic again, Grenada's Underwater Sculpture Park was listed as one of the 25 wonders of the world, Earth's most awesome places. And the list goes on and on and on. So it's just an amazing destination, and I just want to publicly thank every one of you who have sold Grenada. And for you, the travel agent, we are going to be launching eventually a travel agent specialist program. And I know that you saw Grenada, some of you that not even been down to the island. So for that, we're really, really grateful. And again, JetBlue, you make my job easier. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit taller, so you have to forgive me. All right. Ms. Hospital would have referenced the fact that we have Sir Royston Hopkins here from Spice Island Beach Resort. We do have our partners from Sandals La Source and from Mount Cinnamon. Grenada has an eclectic blend of accommodation facilities for any travel that's looking to travel to Grenada. And what's interesting about our accommodation sector is that most of the facilities are boutique hotels. They have character and they have charm. So they're not, even when you have franchises, they've been stylized into the Grenadian culture and adapted to fit our lifestyle. And there's a little bit for everyone. So you have hotels that go from bed and breakfast to inns, guest houses, and then of course you have your full service luxury resorts. In terms of what's happening on island, I'm sorry, this is, all right, perfect. Okay. Right now, we recently launched what we call Grenada Girls Getaway. And this is a fun incentive that we hope would capture the female travel market, especially groups of girls. We looked around and we recognized that there is a huge trend for group travel, especially girlfriends. And this is not just, groups of young girls, but there's multi-generational travel as well. There's the grandmother who travels with her daughter and her granddaughter. And then there's a group of females who are going for their bachelorette party or whatever the needs. We responded to that with the Grenada Girls Getaway. And like I said, it's for groups of 2 women or more. It runs from June to December this year. And it basically offers these females discounted access to some of the Caribbean's best boutique hotels, as well as exhilarating, authentic experiences. We were able to rally the support of our hotelier partners. Spice Island Beach Resort is one of the hotels that's on board, as well as Mount Cinnamon. And these hotels pamper, and they offer discounts and pampered packages for these groups of females. Things from in-room champagne and in-room cocktails, as well as, spa days and discounts on car rentals, discounts on activities like tours and sea excursions. They're all packaged into this great deal just for females. And we wanted to stress that today. And as a matter of fact, for you, the travel agents who are here, the Grenada Tourism Authority has a special incentive for you. So we're offering you a 4-day, 3-night vacation in Grenada if you sell the most Grenada Girls Getaway packages between now and August 2nd. So, if there was ever an incentive for you or a reason to get to Grenada, aboard JetBlue, for instance, this right here gives you the perfect opportunity. You and your friends can get the opportunity to experience what Grenada has to offer, the spice of the Caribbean. Now, Spice Mass. Every Caribbean country, most of them have their carnival. And each carnival has its own unique character. And Grenada's carnival, which has been dubbed Spice Mass, somebody just said jab jab. We're known for our traditional mass. And right here you can depict, we have short knee and jab. That is in the middle. And right now we have the jab jab king himself to the left. Talbry, who's known for his music on that traditional rhythm that we in Grenada are known for with the conch shell. Our Spice Mass has been dubbed the last summer carnival because it really is the last summer carnival. It climaxes August 10th and 11th. And we invite those of you around here who sell Grenada to tell your clients about our Spice Mass. It's unique, it has its own character, and although every single carnival in the Caribbean has their own uniqueness, what's special about Spice Mass is that it offers you the opportunity to blend into the Grenada culture and Grenada lifestyle without the hassles of feeling threatened because of the safe environment and because of the community-oriented nature of the Grenadian people and our lifestyle. So this is something that I urge you to look at. Of course, there's always more information that you can find about Spice Mass at the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. The last event that I want to highlight right now is something that we've been planning for quite a while. It has yet to debut, but it will debut next year, and that's the Pure Grenada Music Festival. Right now, as a lineup, we have Etana, Joss Stone, Steel Pulse, Angelique Kidjo. And what's unique about the Pure Grenada Music Festival is that unlike other music festivals in the Caribbean, it rolls. It takes you into different destinations within our one unique destination. It sets stage throughout the Grenada, and it allows you, the visitors who come to Grenada for the music festival, to not just listen to music, but to listen to music saturated by the culture and the environment around it. So you're going to experience a festival that's pitched in Sotez to the north of the island, as well as a festival that's pitched with a stage in the middle of the ocean in St. George's, right? That's how eclectic it is. And what's really unique about this as well is not just the roving stage and the character of the environments that it embodies, but also it's the mixture of performances. So you have impromptu performances where you invite the people that's in the crowd who love to sing, those karaoke buffs, to come on board and jam, have a little jam session with the artists that are going to be performing, as well as you have complimentary and ticketed performances. And this is something that we really have been working very hard to develop in Grenada. We really wanted it to have our own unique character, which is a lifestyle and a people that are like to share and are community-oriented. So this festival encapsulates what we are as a people in terms of how we relate to each other, our love for music, our love for our history and our tradition, and how we package that together to take something as well-known and as popular as a music concert and make it our own and give it character. So we urge you to stay tuned to the Grenada Music Festival. It occurs next year from April 5th to 10th. And as we progress closer and closer to this day, you're going to hear a lot more about it. So please stay tuned to that. Okay. One last thing that I wanted to let you know, because of course we're having all this dialogue here, but when we leave this space today, we want to ensure that you go forward and you always stay connected to the Grenada Tourism Authority, and even more so to our destination. Because as I said, as time progresses, we're going to be updating, and we want to make sure that you know exactly all the different unique products that we have to offer so you can sell it to your clients, and that you yourself cannot miss out on any of the opportunities that Grenada offers. So, that being said, we are very social. Our e-business manager officer is right at the back. She's mobilizing as we speak, making sure that all of your faces are right now posted on social media somewhere. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to like us, friend us, follow us, whatever you want to do with us, you can find us at Discover Grenada. And this is our dedicated hashtag. It's Pure Grenada. If you use this hashtag online, if you search it, you're going to see scores of videos and images that have been posted not just by the GTA, but by visitors alike who have traveled to Grenada and who have been really impressed by our product and who feel the need and feel compelled to share it with the world. So I thank you for coming. I thank you for listening to Christine and I encourage you, as all of the other presenters have, to board JetBlue's flight twice weekly. You know, come in on a Thursday, leave on a Sunday, but experience the spice of Grenada, experience the spice of the Caribbean. If ever you need an authentic Caribbean retreat, Grenada provides that and much, much more. So I'll turn you back to our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Grant. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine and Nisha. Could we give them another round of applause, please? Grenada is truly blessed. There are a number of international individuals that are closely related to Grenada. Lewis Hamilton, Karani James, and many others. And you know, Karani James has been performing extremely well. And I want us to give him a round of applause. I'm going to ask you shortly to join me in a toast. And while the ladies are moving around bringing the drinks, Minister, there is a confession that I must make. No, and I'm being very, very serious. I am not too sure how much longer I will stay at the Grenada Tourism Authority. I just met a lady, and she said to me, and she's still in this room, she said to me, she wants me to run to be President of the United States. But Minister, I promise you that if I was to, Grenada will always be top of mind. You could be guaranteed of that. Grenada will be top of mind because Grenada, with our brand, truly, properly, and accurately reflects what Grenada has to offer. Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. Our destination is not a destination that is built up. It's not a destination that is created. It is a destination that is real. It is a destination that is authentic. And when you come to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, the experience which you will have is one that will be memorable and one that will be exceptional. I'm waiting for the ladies to come around with some more drinks there. I'm waiting because tonight I want you to join me in making a toast there to JetBlue. JetBlue. We are extremely happy and indeed very honored that you have agreed to partner with us. With this new twice weekly flight, we are indeed very, very excited, and we expect that there will be great things happening. JetBlue, I am extremely happy to hear you say that this twice weekly flight is only a start. And as I prepare to offer a toast to you, when I look at my glass, I keep thinking mint. Mint. I keep thinking mint. Oh yes. And I believe that JetBlue and ourselves will share the same vision and the same passion for the development of this partnership. We believe very, very strongly that as the days and the weeks and the months and the years progress, this partnership will deepen and strengthen in such a manner that will be beneficial to all of us involved. Minister, ambassadors, Sir Royston and Lady Hopkins, Deputy Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in this toast to JetBlue. To JetBlue. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. And this is a wonderful drink. JetBlue, again, I says it has a mint taste. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, this has been a good evening for us. There's an opportunity, if you so wish, where you can ask a few questions. The Director of Sales, Christine Noel Horsford, and our Senior Marketing Executive, Nisha McIntyre, to 5 hours. Depending, you can use the mic.
I'm the one that said you have to run for president, right?
I wasn't going to tell them,
I just want to say that I have been to Grenada as a journalist, and it was a very emotional experience for me. Spending time with Sir Royston and his family was a treasure I think about often. And of course, JetBlue is my favorite carrier. And so all I want to say is, someone who has supported Grenada in the past, I hope everyone here shares my passion for Grenada. I've seen it go through a lot of changes, good, bad, and indifferent. But let's just say with JetBlue, it's on the runway to take off with great, great future.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, if there are no other questions, he's just stretching. If there are no other questions or comments, ladies and gentlemen, friends, thank you for joining us. Yes, definitely. I'm coming to that. We want to thank you for joining us this evening. I'm sure you will agree that this was a good occasion, a wonderful occasion, an occasion where there was good fellowship, an occasion where you have seen the initial rollout of the partnership between Grenada and JetBlue. Stay with us, mingle, and enjoy some of the refreshments and enjoy the entertainment as well. Thank you and good night.